Hello students, today we will study about the properties of acids and bases. See, first we'll study about the physical properties of acids and physical properties of bases. If we talk about acids, we know that acids are sour in taste in aqueous solution. Like if we talk about lemon also, it also contains acids and citric acid, and that is also it is sour in taste. It means acid, they are sour in taste in aqueous solution. Mineral acid, if we talk about, they are highly corrosive. It means if they will fall on our skin, they will cause blisters, and likewise they can also cause harm to the clothes and other metals if they will come in contact with them. Indicators, it turns blue, purple, blue or purple litmus red. Colored litmus paper, it turns red when it comes in contact with acids. These are the physical properties of acids. If we talk about bases, bases are bitter in taste. In aqueous solution, they are bitter in taste. Caustic alkalis like caustic potash, KOH, caustic soda, NaOH, they are highly corrosive. Like acids, they are also corrosive in nature, and they turns red litmus blue. They turns red litmus blue. Okay. Now see the chemical properties of acids. We know that acids, when they are dissolved in water, they get dissociated to give hydrogen ion or hydronium ion. Okay, hydrogen ion or hydronium ion. Now the first one is neutralization reaction. See, acids neutralize bases, we know that. It is the double decomposition neutralization reaction. Here acids, they neutralize bases to give salt and water. Acid plus base give salt and water. Okay, so here see the first reaction. We have not taken a base here, it's a metal oxides, and we have read that metal oxides are basic in nature. Okay, so we have taken a basic oxide here, and this basic oxide, copper oxide, it is reacting with an acid, sulfuric acid. We know that it is a base, basic oxide is a base, and when this base will react with an acid, we'll get salt and water. Here we'll get CuSO4 plus water. Here we have taken sodium hydroxide, caustic soda, and when this will react with HCl, we'll get NaCl, NaCl, and water will be formed. Okay, so this is a neutralization reaction in which acid, it is reacting with the base to form salt and water. This is the important one. Now see second one. Suppose we are having HCl in a test tube, and if we'll add zinc metal to it, first we will observe small bubbles on the surface of zinc metal. We'll observe what? Small bubbles on the surface of zinc metal. It means that if bubbles are seen inside a liquid, which is HCl, and if bubbles are seen inside a liquid, it means some gas is evolving on adding this metal to this acid. Okay, now some gases being evolved, it is confirmed by if you see the reaction only, zinc, it will react with HCl to form zinc chloride, ZnCl2, and hydrogen gas. But how we will detect the presence of this hydrogen gas? How we will come to know, or how we will confirm that the evolving gas is hydrogen? We'll just put our thumb on the mouth of the test tube and we'll collect that gas. Then we'll bring a burning splinter or burning matchstick towards the mouth of the test tube, and when we'll open the mouth of the test tube, or we'll remove the thumb, that gas, it will start burning, and it burns with a pop sound, and pop sound will confirm that the evolving gas is hydrogen. Since zinc is more reactive than hydrogen, or it is present above hydrogen in the reactivity series or electrochemical series. So this zinc, it can displace hydrogen, and whenever any metal which is present above hydrogen in the activity series, that metal, it can displace hydrogen from the acids to form salt and hydrogen gas. Remember this thing. And we know that there are two metals, this we have read in class 9th also, that two metals are there which do not react with nitric acid to give hydrogen gas. They all the metals, they do not react. uh, all the metals, they do not react with acids, nitric acid to give hydrogen gas, because nitric acid is a strong oxidizing agent, and nitric acid, it oxidizes the evolving hydrogen into water. Since it is a strong oxidizing agent, so it will oxidize the evolving hydrogen into water. Only two metals are there which can react with very dilute nitric acid to give hydrogen gas. See, reaction will take place with all the metals and nitric acid, but the product will not be the hydrogen, it will be water. But two metals are there which can react with very dilute nitric acid to give hydrogen gas, and those two metals are Mn, manganese, and Mg, magnesium. Okay, now see the next property or chemical property of acid. It is reaction of chlorides, nitrates, bicarbonates, see, chlorides, nitrates, bicarbonates, and carbonates with acids. Here separately we'll see how these salts will combine with acids, and what will be the products formed. See, NaCl, it is combining with conc, concentrated sulfuric acid, and the temperature, it is less than 200 degrees Celsius. Okay, temperature, it should remain less than 200 degrees Celsius. Then we'll get sodium hydrogen sulfate along with the formation of hydrogen chloride gas. Okay, if the temperature will increase, then instead of this NaHSO4, we'll get Na2SO4, and it will form crust, and that crust will be difficult to remove from the glass apparatus, and it may hinder the reaction also. And the temperature above 200 degrees Celsius is risky also, because the glass apparatus, it may damage or it may get cracked. That's why the temperature, it remains less than 200 degrees Celsius with conc sulfuric acid. Now next one is NaNO3, nitrate. When nitrate, it reacts with conc sulfuric acid, here we'll get sodium hydrogen sulfate with the formation of nitric acid. Here nitric acid is formed. Nitrate we have taken, nitric acid will be formed. Now next is sodium hydrogen carbonate. See, whenever any carbonate or bicarbonate reacts with acid, we get salt, water, and carbon dioxide gas. Okay, carbonate or bicarbonate, when they will react with acids, we'll get salt, water, and carbon dioxide. Salt, water, and carbon dioxide, and this water and carbon dioxide, they combine to form carbonic acid, which is unstable. It means carbonic acid as such is not formed, they remain in the form of water and carbon dioxide. So these three are the properties of chemical properties of acids. The first one is neutralization reaction, like base and acid, they react together to form salt and water. Base or metal oxide, they both will react with acid to form salt and water. Metals, they react with acid to form salt and hydrogen gas. And the third one is salt, like chloride, if taken, it reacts with acid, we get a salt and HCl. Nitrate, salt and nitric acid. Carbonates and bicarbonates, when they will react, we'll get salt and water plus carbon dioxide. Thank you.